Hello, good evening, everyone. Warm welcome to today's webinar. We will wait for everyone to join. Good evening, Pooja ma'am. You are aware that at the beginning we do ask you to put in your name and school in the chat box. That's very nice. So, yes, I would request all the teachers, very good evening, Saraswati ma'am, to please put in your name and to mention from where you're joining and, if possible, the school name as well, so that we know. Babita ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you, Aparna. Very good evening. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome. We will wait for 2 more minutes for everyone to join in. In the meantime, you can just type in your name, your school, and the place you're joining from. It will be really nice if we can see all the faces as well, as I'm able to see Bindu ma'am and Ashu Arora as well. Very good evening, Babita ma'am, Shalini ma'am, Sindhu K, Shalini Tyagi, Shivangani, beautiful name. Neeraj, Neetu Singh, Archana Mishra, Tanya Vadhva, Rachna, Shailja from Tagore International, Madhulika ma'am, Anju ma'am, Anita Goel ma'am, Madhulika, Monica, Pooja Rani. Very, very good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome once again. We will wait for 1 more minute and we'll get the session started. Good evening, Harvinder Kaur, Vivek, Bharti, Gursimran, Monica Jain. Thank you, Neelam ma'am, for switching on your video. That's really kind of you. Good evening, Neelam ma'am, Amandeep, Pushpinder, Jahanvi, Sarabjeet. Very good evening, everyone. Good evening, Vinita Srivastav ma'am. Great. As promised, teachers, it is 5 o'clock, and we should not keep everyone waiting, all those who have joined on time. And a very, very heartful thank you to everyone who have taken the time out to come and spend this 1 hour with us on a very important and touching topic for all of us as teachers. Good evening, good evening. So without waiting and without giving it much ado, we are going to start with our today's presentation. So I would want to introduce myself. I am Tuhina Chakraborty. I am the head for training and quality department with ULO, and I have approximately a teaching and a non-teaching experience of 12 to 14 years. And somehow teaching has suited me well in terms of my professional growth as well as my personal growth. I have learned every day something or the other from this profession, and that is how I still stick around with the profession to prove my loyalty and honesty towards it. And I'm sure you, as teachers, have some reason or the other of why you have chosen this profession. And while we think upon that, while we ponder upon that thought that why we have chosen to be teachers, we should also ponder upon the thought that is it making us happy? Because if it makes us happy, then we make everything happy around ourselves. And that is all what we are going to discuss today in today's workshop webinar as well. We are going to discuss about happy classroom management. I know managing a class of 30 students, 35 students becomes very difficult and hectic for us teachers. But trust me, if we plan ourselves better, if we motivate ourselves to do something different and innovative every day, the journey becomes very smooth. Before I start, I would want to thank my company, my organization for providing this platform for all of us to be here. Thank you to my managers and seniors, and thank you to the team members who are here to support me for the presentation. Teachers, it will be really nice, like Ashu and Neelam ma'am. Kindly please switch on your video so that I know I'm talking to human beings and not to black windows. So I'm going to count till three and let me see how many teachers are listening to me. So here we go. One, two, and the last count is three. That is fabulous. Clapping for the teachers who have switched on their video, and it really means a lot for me. Thank you so much for switching it on, and I hope to see you all through. Oh, we have more beautiful faces coming up on the screen. That is so lovely. Great. Thank you. Thank you for keeping my trust, and thank you for being there for me during the webinar. All right. So I'm going to start with the presentation, teachers. So yes, good evening once again. I hope you all have had your cup of tea or the cup of coffee that you would want to take by the time you come back home from school. Because today we are not just going to talk about classroom transformation, but we are going to live it, breathe it, and maybe even dance a little through it. Yeah. So let's face it, teachers. Teaching is the only profession where you can give a 5 minute motivational speech and still be interrupted by your students who would have, from whom someone would have accidentally swallowed a eraser or a crayon, or pinched someone, or pushed someone, or slipped on the floor on their own. That is very, very common scenario in a classroom where you're trying to motivate your class, but something or the other is happening at the back. कोई कहीं गिर रहा है, कोई कहीं किसी को मार रहा है, किसी ने पेंसिल उठा ली, किसी ने कुछ कर लिया, something or the other is happening. But yet, we teachers, all of us, we show up every single day. Why? Because we believe in the magic that can happen between those four walls and the blackboard and the ever vanishing pile of chalks, erasers, books, and whatnot in the class. So today's session is called Happy Classroom Management, where we are going to talk about real renovation, the kind that happens in hearts, in habits, and how we manage the chaos. And by chaos, I don't mean the chaos that is going on in our mind and heart, but the chaos that's happening live in front of us in terms of our students, because they are always full of life and full of energy. We laugh, we share our stories, and yes, we will admit that sometimes we teach addition while mentally we are subtracting our patience level. That, oh God, I'm losing my patience, but yet I have to teach my class. So that's what is going on in a teacher's mind every day. But more than anything, we'll explore how effective classroom management isn't about controlling the room, it's about connecting with each other and creating a space where students feel safe, seen, and excited to learn. And maybe even sit on the chair for just 12 seconds. How I wish that my class will just sit down to listen to me. ऐसा होता है कि नहीं होता कि यार 5 मिनट के लिए बच्चों बैठ जाओ. 5 minutes भी बहुत होता है. बच्चों 2 मिनट के लिए बैठ जाओ. That thought is constantly there in our mind that God, I wish they could just sit and listen to me. So, whether you have got 20 years under your teaching belt or just survived your first week, today this webinar is for you, for the teachers who teach us through the tantrums, who turns tissue papers into aeroplanes, into life lessons, and somehow still remembers to smile when a parent on a parent-teacher meeting says, my child says your class are very boring. We still smile through it because at the back of the mind, we know that my class is not boring. I am making that extra effort every day to make my classroom happy. But even though the parents come and criticize us कि आपकी class boring है या मेरे बच्चे को मजा नहीं आ रहा, we still smile and we say, don't worry, I'm going to take care of it, isn't it? And I will not proceed if I don't see your cameras on, teachers. You have to be there with me while I'm talking to you. So I'm going to count till three again. One, two, and the last count three. Yes, Jyoti ma'am, thank you for that. Love that smiling face. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So now let's transform the classroom, that one joke, That one connection and one very creative attention single at one time. Let's go for it. So, with this thought in mind, I am going to share my screen with the presentation that I have ready for you today. But please be there with me. Do not leave me with your black windows. I want to see you on my screen. Give me a thumbs up if you are able to see my screen, teachers. Visible? My screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I'm going to start, and as the screen says, that today's topic is transforming classroom into a happy classroom through effective management, positive environment. Okay, so moving ahead. Keep your chat box open because I'm going to ask you questions. But before I ask questions, I'm going to read the small quotation to you. Before they can read, write, or count, they must feel loved, seen, and safe. Each hug, smile, and a story is not just a moment, it is a building block for someone's future. You know, this is so true. Today, while I was driving from home to work, there was this small reel that played on the radio, and it was Amir Khan's voice, and it I got stuck to that because he said, and it's very very true. I feel because he said that there may be many bad architects. अगर कोई बैड आर्किटेक्ट होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा एक पुल गिर जाएगी बारिश में एक रास्ता खराब हो जाएगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा 100-200 लोग को चोट लग जाएगी. What if there is one bad doctor? He would be probably giving wrong prescription and playing with few lives. But what if, teachers, there is one bad teacher, and that one bad unhappy teacher will spoil generations. And this is so true because, as I always say, as teachers, we are dealing with human asset. And whatever we do today with that human asset, it is going to stay with that child forever. Hence, it is so important for us to make every moment so special, so meaningful, so happy for our class that it becomes the building block of their future and of the future generations that come ahead. Okay, so here are a few questions that I'm going to ask you. Please keep your chat box and your keypad open. I would want you to answer in yes or a no. So the first question that has come on your screen, it says, please say yes if you cannot function with your morning tea or coffee. अगर सुबह की चाय या कॉफी नहीं मिलती है हमें सुबह तो हम काम शुरू नहीं कर पाते. Give me your answer as yes or a no. Type in yes if you cannot function without your morning coffee. Do I have chats answers pouring in? Okay, 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 okay. No, no, no. Yes, 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 yes. No, no, no. So my answer would be no. If I don't have my morning cup of tea, I cannot start my day. And for me, the answer is no. But there are people who are saying if you can't function without your morning coffee, okay, great. So many are saying yes, many are saying no. I am in the no category. I cannot function without my coffee. Okay, the next question for you, and be ready. If you have ever said in a stern voice to your class, I am waiting while staring silently at your class, that you want your class to be quiet, they should be listening to you, and you have said, I am waiting. Put a yes or a no if you have ever said that to your class. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Great. Wonderful, wonderful. You all are listening. I'm getting all the yeses. So we feel it, right? We teachers, we can feel it. We can feel each other's emotions. Great. Okay. Your next question. If you have ever confiscated at least one Pokemon card or any toy this year, you are taking your class and suddenly one toy pops up from somewhere, a Pokemon card, one Uno card. So type in a yes or a no if you have confiscated at least one Pokemon card or any one toy this year. No, 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 yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Again, we feel each other. No, okay. Probably you're handling elder kids. अच्छा, हिंदी में पूछूं ये क्वेश्चन, तो हिंदी में ये क्वेश्चन ये होगा कि हाँ या ना बताइए, अगर आपने पढ़ाने जब आप पढ़ा रहे हैं तो आपने किसी बच्चे का कोई टॉय ले लिया हो, बिकॉज वो बच्चा टॉय लेके आया है घर से और टॉय में ही बिजी है. दैट्स द क्वेश्चन इन हिंदी. नॉट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एग्जैक्टली, बट टोल्ड दैट द चाइल्ड to play after the class. Very good, Bhavna man. Nice. Yes, distraction. Correct, correct. Wonderful. Great, great. Wonderful. So teacher fraternity stays together. Okay, moving to the next question. Type yes or a no if you have ever cleaned up glitter and regretted every life choice. You know, when we do our class craft activity, हम ग्लिटर यूज करते हैं, हम फेविकॉल यूज करते हैं, हाथ गंदे हो जाते हैं, बच्चों के कपड़ों पे गिर जाते हैं, फर्नीचर खराब हो जाता है. सो हैव यू एवर डन दैट, एंड व्हाइल डूइंग दैट हैव यू एवर रिग्रेटेड कि ओ गॉड मैं यहाँ पे क्यों हूँ, और मैं क्या कर रही हूँ? सो दैट्स द क्वेश्चन इन हिंदी. If you have ever cleaned up the glitter and regretted every life choice. Yes, no, 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 no. Many no's pouring in. Okay, not regretted your life choice. Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. Yes, always, as always, makes things messy. I agree, but it's so much fun for the students. Good. Wonderful. Moving to the next question, teachers. If you have ever considered napping during circle time, but obviously you didn't. Napping मतलब अगर आपने circle time में आपको बहुत नींद आ रही है और आपको लग रहा है कि हाँ बच्चे बात करते रहें और मैं थोड़ी देर एक पावर नैप ले लूं, बट ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन नॉट. कभी वो थॉट आया है सुबह सुबह कि मुझे नींद आ रही है और मुझे सोना है? दैट्स द क्वेश्चन इन हिंदी. No, 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 no. Okay. No, 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 no. Wonderful. That means your tea and coffee is working in the morning because you're not feeling sleepy at all. No, never. Very nice. Good sometimes. Very good. Acha, camera. Someone is writing cameras in the classroom. Great. Okay. Moving to the next question now. If you believe stickers or smiley stickers or star stickers can solve 99% of behavioral issues. कि, okay, beta, I'm giving you a star or a smiley. Why don't you just listen to me once? Do you think giving out stars and stickers are helpful with your classes? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, always, I agree. Always, they look forward to it. Fantastic. Yes, 50 to 60%, 200% someone is saying. Great. Again, we feel you as teachers. Wonderful. And the last question, and the most important one. If you have ever taught a concept in three different ways in one lesson, किसी एक चीज को पढ़ाने के लिए आपने तीन तरीके इस्तेमाल करे हैं. अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझे सीवीसी वर्ड्स पढ़ाने हैं, तो मैंने क्या तीन तरीकों से अपनी क्लास को कोई चीज समझाई है? दैट्स द क्वेश्चन इन हिंदी. इफ यू हैव एवर टॉट अ कॉन्सेप्ट in three different ways in one lesson. Give me yes or no. Many times, very good, especially with maths, I agree. So many times, yes, gestures, pics, very nice. Good. That's a fabulous response I'm getting. That means we have happy teachers today who are taking that extra initiative, that extra effort. Very good. In making their classroom exciting. So this was a small icebreaker that I did with you. Few were about you, that with your morning coffee or tea, can you function or not? Have you ever said, I am waiting very sternly? Have you ever collected toys? Have you ever given out stars and stickers to the students? और वो खुशी खुशी आपके पास आ जाते हैं. So these were few good moments, happy moments for you, where you felt yes, this worked, and few about yourself कि यार थोड़ी देर रेस्ट मिल जाए या थोड़ी देर बच्चे मेरी बात सुन ले. It was just an icebreaker activity. Okay, let me move ahead. I want you to watch this video, teachers. Please pay attention to this.
Being a teacher can be brutal. Being a teacher can be frustrating. Being a teacher means making sacrifices. So why do you do it? Why do you continue to show up day after day, year after year? Walking into a classroom in the early morning hours preparing for a day you know you really can't prepare for. How many times do you plan out your day only to have something come up and throw your whole day's plan off? Then your students begin to arrive. You greet them and get the class in order. And all you want to do is sit down at your desk and take a few sips of your coffee, which by this time is probably getting cold. We all know teachers love their coffee. And you probably don't want to bother a teacher before they have had their morning coffee. That is a good way to get on a teacher's bad side. Being a teacher requires a lot of energy. Mental energy, physical energy, emotional energy. And by the end of the day, your energy is depleted and you need to recharge. So why do you do it? Why do you continue to come back day after day?
Okay, so that's the question that I ask everyone present here for the workshop. In your chat box, give me that one reason, because as it was shown in the video, we are dealing with it every day. We need to be mentally, emotionally, physically, socially present for our students all the time when we are in the class. हमें हर तरह से, हर तरीके से अपने बच्चों के लिए होना पड़ता है स्कूल में. और हम शाम तक थक जाते हैं. We are totally tired. Energy is not there to handle anything else. But next day morning, after a morning cup of tea and coffee, we are again there to be present for our students. So I want you to type that one reason in the chat box. What motivates you to go back to the school every single day, even though you know it's going to be tiring and draining as well? तो मुझे वो एक reason आप chat box में लिख के बताइए that what is your motivation, your reason to go back to the school every day. And I'm going to read out your queries, your responses as well. Students love, energy booster. For kids, for students, we get attached to them. I want to give my child a better future. Students, to see happy faces. Passion, life challenges, and connection with the kids. Our passion towards the profession. Different zone and world. For learning again and again from the students, from the environment by exposure. Daily basis, we learn something. Teaching is my passion. As a teacher, I'm always motivated because I create our future of India. Fantastic. So I can see that passion, enthusiasm, love, learning, compassion is the most common reason that we all go back every day to the same school, to the same class, just to gain the love, the connection, the passion, the compassion, and the emotions. So, brilliant teachers, you are on the right track. And that is the reason why you make your classrooms a happy classroom. And just to add more, we will move ahead with the presentation. अजीत कुमार, आपने हैंड रेस करा है. कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो आप चैट बॉक्स में डाल सकते हैं, और वी कैन टेक इट टुवर्ड्स द एंड आल्सो. एनीथिंग अर्जेंट, आई कैन टेक अप द क्वेश्चन नाउ. मिस्टर अजीत कुमार, you can unmute yourself to speak.
So you can unmute yourself.
Yes. I just want to say something. When I entered the class, am I audible?
Yes,
To
yes,
everyone?
you
Yes.
are.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When I entered the class, I just take a small pause at the gate of the class and decorate ourselves, make a facial expression good, and then enter the class. That was the best part for the students.
Fantastic. And I so appreciate your gesture of sharing your thoughts with us, because I totally connect with you. It is up to us how we want to bring about a change. So you are doing the right thing and continue doing the right thing. And thank you for sharing with the thought with us as well. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to move ahead. Okay, now this is a picture of a classroom where you can see on the board the classroom is written upside down. There are students on the floor. The teacher is all carrying the load of work that she has to finish. It looks like a messy classroom to me, right? So, how can we control this situation? I want you to draw if you have a paper and a pen handy with you, then just draw a circle. I will give you 1 minute quickly. Grab a paper, a pencil, or a pen, right? Grab a paper, a pencil, or a pen. Make a circle. Make a big circle. Now, inside the circle, you write things that you know you can control. एक सर्कल एक पेपर लिया, ठीक है, उसमें आई कैन सी परमेश्वरी मैम इज डूइंग इट. एक पेपर लीजिए, उस पे एक ड्रॉ अ सर्कल. In that circle, inside the circle, write three things that you can control. For example, I have written my words, my behavior, and my effort is something I can control. These are my thoughts. You can have your thoughts as well. And outside the circle, you write three things that you cannot control, not in your control at all. So I'm repeating the task again. Take a pen or a paper or a pencil, make a circle. I'll stop sharing the screen for a minute. Okay, make a circle. Inside the circle, write three things that you can control. And outside the circle, write three things that you cannot control. If you have done that, you can switch on your video and share it on the screen, or you can type it out in the chat box as well. Three things that you can control goes inside the circle, and three things outside the circle which you cannot control. Am I still audible to everyone? Because the videos have all gone black again. Thank you for switching it on. Okay. Can anyone share their thoughts in the chat box? What you can control? Three things that you can control, be it in your class, in your life, anything, anywhere. Three things that you can control. I'll share my screen again so that we don't lose the track. The task is the three things inside you can control. Okay, let's read out the responses. You can control your anger, child connection, my words, my behavior. I can control behavior of the students slowly and steadily, management of the class and concentration of students, my patience level, my words of emotions. Emotions, anger, emotions, mind, behavior, words, our instant reaction towards the students. Very good. Activity for hands up and hands down. Yes. My voice, my thought, my anger. Fantastic. Now give me three things that you cannot control. Three things that you cannot control in the chat box again. Not control others' behavior. You are right. Situation and feedback. Absolutely right, Babita ma'am. I can control my word, my mind, my behavior. Good. Negative feedback you can't control. Others' behavior you can't control. Very nice. Beautiful choices. Overthinking, situation, negative. I can't control my anger. Student queries. Okay, wonderful. Fantastic responses coming in. So if you see inside the circle, what I have written is that I can certainly control my words. I can certainly control my behavior. I can certainly control my effort. What I cannot control for me, that would be others' behavior. How the others are behaving, I can't control that. The traffic on the road, I can't control. It's not in my control at all. What others have to say, their opinion, I can't control. And the weather, I can't control, right? There are things जो हम कर सकते हैं, हमारी क्षमता में है, और ऐसी चीजें जो हमारे परे है, हमें हमारा कोई कंट्रोल नहीं है उन. So why don't we do a similar activity with our kids also, with our students also, when we are trying to have a happy classroom management? Ask your students to draw the circle of control for themselves and tell them that please write those three things that you can control in the class and write those three things that you cannot control. Oh, very nice, Aarti Sahu ma'am. I can see that. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Aarti ma'am. That's lovely. Very nice. Yes, I can read that. Wonderful, wonderful. So as I was saying, that in a class, as students, they would put down their thoughts. And this is the first tip that I'm giving out today. that have a circle of control activity in your classroom. When every child will have their circle of control, from that list, make a big poster for your classroom where it is a student-led activity again, where the students will tell you as a teacher that what they can control. And they will say that we can control our behavior, we can control our noise level, a volume level, we can control how much time we want to chat with our friends, we can control how much time we want to study. So all these things that they can control becomes the rule of your classroom. Of course, the things that they cannot control is not in their control at all. That's beyond us. So we shouldn't be thinking about it. We should be only thinking about the positives that you can control as a class, as a team of teachers and students. So ask them कि आप draw करिए, draw this, and once they have it, create a big poster for your classroom and put that circle of control in the classroom to reinforce the rules which they have created. And also tell them that something that you cannot control, you will have to let go, accept it or adjust it. Traffic में हम फंस जाते हैं, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. We have to accept to the situation. So things we cannot control, we shouldn't be overthinking. So that's the first strategy that you can have in your classroom, where it has to be a student-led activity where they will decide along with you what they can control and they cannot control. So that's the circle of control for your happy management classroom. Moving ahead. So what next? So let's fix this together. Okay, so what is our plan? Our plan is to transform your classroom into a beautiful garden and not a battlefield. जैसे वो class की picture देखी थी, सब कुछ उल्टा सीधा हो रहा है. That scenario we don't want. We want a class where the students are interactive, they are engaging with you, and it's a happy and a beautiful classroom. We will learn some tricks and how through those tricks we can help the most energetic kid also to calm down in the class. We should build an environment where students thrive and teachers don't lose their voices. I remember when I started with my teaching journey, I got that teacher's throat. I don't know whether you're aware or not. आवाज बिल्कुल बैठ जाती है. कोई दर्द नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. But since you're talking all the time, you're shouting, you're screaming, you're managing, you lose your voice, and that's called teacher's throat. That happened to me also. So I don't want that happening to others or no one or again to me. So you should have the control in your hand along with your students so that your students thrive and you don't lose your voices. So that's the plan. Moving ahead. Transform your classroom from a battlefield to a blooming garden. How can you do that? So I'll tell you a small story here. Whatever is written on the screen, that stays. But a small story goes, and it's a real life story, real experience of mine as well. So when I was a teacher and not leading the team, so when I was a teacher, I would only manage my class and have a timetable ready and keep activities ready and just see how the class is being managed and taken care by me. But the moment I got the opportunity to become the primary coordinator, so I was handling more kids, more teachers. And what I startlingly noticed is that in the classroom, जब बच्चों से मिलते थे सिर्फ 30 बच्चे और मैं. But when I became a team leader, I was meeting more students on a daily basis on the morning arrival, the dispersal time. And I could see kids are coming happily to the school and meeting and saying hi and hello and talking to everyone and going to the class. Class में जाके usual routine where the teacher is saying, okay, keep your bag in place. It's food time. Let's get your tiffin out. Go wash your hands. Come on, stand in the line. We are going to the park to play. So teacher is narrating. Teacher is giving out the instructions. And बच्चे वो follow कर रहे हैं. Now scene two. During lunch break, I went to the cafeteria. The food is late for everyone. Table लगी हुई है, खाना है सबके लिए. Kids are going, taking their food, coming and sitting. They're sitting on their own table in the cafeteria and having their meal time, enjoying the meal time with their class. सब कुछ organized है. कोई teacher किसी के ऊपर सर पे नहीं खड़ा हुआ है बोलने के लिए ये करो वो करो. Kids are functioning on their own. That thought struck with me that why in the cafeteria where more than 200 students are eating all together at the same time, no one is going out of rule. They are all following what they're supposed to on their own without even me or any teacher shouting or screaming. But in the class, we have to give out the instructions frequently. Why? And when I pondered upon it, जब सोचा उसके बारे में, थॉट ये आया कि कैफेटेरिया में क्या था, कैफेटेरिया में खाना लगा हुआ था टेबल पे, and the choice was given to the students that you come and take the food that you want to. उनके मन का जो करे वो ही उनको करने दिया गया। कैफेटेरिया में ऑप्शन थे, आपको जो लेना है आप ले लीजिए। Now imagine if we give that freedom to the students in the classroom also, that okay, I have these 4-5 corners laid for you. आप करिए आपको जो करना है, be it a reading time, an art and craft corner, a math corner, a STEM corner, a talking corner, an eating corner. I am giving you a buffet, I'm giving you a platter, do whatever you want to. The moment I implemented that in my classroom was organized, settled, smarter, and intelligent because they were handling themselves. Okay, ma'am, I want to read, go to the reading corner. Ma'am, I want to do art and craft, go to the art and craft corner. So, over a week's time, my classroom became from a teacher-led class to a student-led class, where the students were taking decisions on their own. And the moment the choice of making the decision was given to them, it became a happy classroom for me. So that's how, is your classroom a learning lab or a complaint counter? My class was a learning lab because I gave the control to my students while I was monitoring everything. They were happily enjoying what they had to. और किसी की पढ़ाई नहीं रुकी. In those corners also, the learning, the engagement, it was carried on. Now imagine if a child sees 4 posters about no talking, but also 4 फैन इन द क्लासरूम जो आवाज कर रहे हैं, तो क्या ज्यादा इम्पैक्टफुल होगी? क्या वो पोस्टर को देख के बच्चा बात करना बंद कर देगा या उस फैन की आवाज से डिस्ट्रैक्ट होगा? इसका आंसर में चैट बॉक्स में दीजिए। डू यू थिंक those 4 posters about no talking would help, or those 4 fans creaking louder would win the game? Give me your answer in the chat. I'm talking about the second point here on the screen. Poster would win, okay? So you think by reading the poster, the kids will be quieter? First point, poster. Question, the question is, if a child sees 4 posters of no talking, but also 4 fans, क्लासरूम में फैन होते हैं ना, कट 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 आवाज कर रहे हैं, तो वो 4 फैंस से बच्चा परेशान हो रहा होगा कि पोस्टर को देख के चुप बैठा होगा? फैंस विल विन। यस, बिकॉज फैंस डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं ना, हल्ला कर रहे हैं, शोर मचा रहे हैं। तो पोस्टर अगर बोल भी रहा है कि नो टॉकिंग, बट कोई तो शोर मचा रहा है, तो फैंस शोर मचा रहे हैं। तो हमें हर लेवल पे, करेक्ट, फैंस विल विन, हमें हर लेवल पे ये देखना पड़ेगा कि डिस्ट्रैक्शन क्या है क्लास में। इज द क्लासरूम डिस्ट्रैक्शन full of distractions or distraction free? Correct. Yes, you got my point here. So that's the idea. Now see, as I said about my personal experience, the moment I gave them a choice of what they want to do, my class from a upside down class became a much more sorted class. So your tip for today is, first was your circle of control. Second, make it a student-led class. Though the control still stays with you, how you want to function your classroom, but give them the free hand. The decision-making skill should be with them, which will empower them to make their classroom a better classroom. Okay, so rules of a classroom matter. And why does rules matter? Because it creates a safe and a structured environment. The importance of the rules should be laid out very clear, and rules and agreements not as restriction. I'll explain that. So the first is that what is the objective of having those? If I say that your circle of control will help you in creating the rules for your classroom, उससे क्या होगा? एक आप सेफ स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट कर रहे हैं जहाँ पे लर्निंग तो है ही है, लेकिन साथ में बच्चों को डिसीजन मेकिंग स्किल्स भी आ रहा है। Importance of clear and consistent visual rules, and rules are as agreements should be in agreement. मतलब बच्चे and teachers साथ में मिलके rules बनाएं कि okay, we are going to study for 20 minutes, but 5 minutes will be your talking time. But first, let's study for 20 minutes. Okay, I will give you some writing work, but please make sure before you write, you read these 4 lines. So these rules should be there in agreement with the students and not as restrictions. And as I said, it should be a student-led classroom. and it should not be a instruction-based classroom from a teacher. Simple rules that you can have depending on the class that you're catering to: be on time, keep your class clean, give a listening ear, and wait for your turn. So these are very, very simple rules that you can lay down in your classroom and help your class to follow that. Again, few rules can be a good listener, be responsible, be kind, be polite, be respectful. So these are basic life skills which you can reiterate every day in your circle time. Talk about it. The moment you talk about good things, positive things, it stays with the kids. आज सुनेंगे, 2 दिन बाद आपने फिर repeat किया, फिर से सुना, third day उनको अपने आप याद हो जाएगा. The moment you repeat, you do the same thing with them, you become respectful towards them, they become respectful towards you as well. So, the importance of circle time when you start your day. No, this is all about rules I'm talking. That you should have a rule that circle time is important for you. In circle time, you are helping to create a connection with your class. You are connecting with each and every students. Students are connecting with you, and you can have these small, small activities where the engagement of the students are more. For example, clap it out. For example, it's all in a lane. So simple activity like clap it out, इसमें क्या होता है? Though I will quickly stop sharing the screen, and you can, whoever has switched on the videos can be here with me. So what happens in clap it out? A simple clapping activity. Can I have all the videos on for this activity quickly? Quick, 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 quick. 1, 2, 3. Sit up straight. Smart. Even I have come back from work. I am tired. I want to lie down, but I'm sitting here with you. Come on, let's do it. Great. So, clapping activity. What activity is this? Just simple pattern. First, listen to me and then you do it. 2 claps and 1 click. 1, 2. Do it with me. I'll change the pattern. 1, 1, 2, 2. I'm changing the pattern. 3 claps, 1 click and a clap. 1, 2, 3, click, clap. 1, 2, 3, click, clap. Very good. And for this, I give you a thunder full of a clap. A round of applause, clap. Do you know a chapati clap? Do you know a firecracker clap? So all these clap technique, rhythm, pattern will set up the mood of your class. 1 मिनट के लिए भी किया लेकिन मजा आया. मुझे तो मजा आता है हमेशा जब भी मैं करती हूँ. And I could see smiling faces also. So thank you, Deepti ma'am, for the thumbs up. These activities will really help your classroom to establish what you want. It makes the morning brighter and happier. It's all in the name. Very simple activity. Before your name, add an adjective with the same letter. So my name is Tuhina. It starts with T. I can add an adjective. I am talented Tuhina. I have awesome Akshaya. There is pretty Poonam. I have happy Harpreet. So just add an adjective before your name with the same letter. Let me have it on the chat box quickly. Add your name with the adjective with the first letter of your name. Quick. 1, 2, 3, go. Nahi. Ha, beautiful Bhavna. Very good. Awesome Anu. Joyful. Amiable Aman. Hardworking Harpreet. Bright Babitas. Ay, awesome. Very good teachers. Smart Saroj. Sweet Sangeeta. Jolly Jyoti. Vibrant Veena. Stylish Shalima. Talented Tulika. Beautiful Bindya. Versatile Vishal. Imandar. I missed that reading. Smart Gaurav. Lovely Vinita. Gorgeous Gagan. Restless Hasna. Stylish Renuka. Lovable Jaya. Fabulous teachers. Perfect Pooja. This is perfect. Fantastic. So see again, very, very simple activity, but it sets the mood of your classroom. So I've given you 2 examples of how circle time can be very beneficial to create a happy classroom for you. Moving ahead, to learn tricks that even most energetic child can outsmart. So we usually say, अब श तो क्या मतलब है? We are just asking the class to just go again, convert into an activity. You know what I used to do? I would always maintain a volume meter. So, okay, students, when I am going to talk, if I have to address my class, if I am going to talk, I will talk with my two lips, and I can only listen to one person. So when I speak, you listen with your ears, heart, and mind. And I repeat, I will only two lips will talk at a time. Only two lips will talk at a time. And when you listen, listen with your ears, heart, and mind. So करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. And when I'm teaching, I would maintain this volume level. I don't want to go high or low. So you decide how quieter you want to be so that you can listen to me. मैं इसी पेस पे इसी वॉल्यूम पे बात करूंगी, ना कम ना ऊंचा. आपको अपने आप को कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा. तो ताली बजाना, डस्टर को टेबल पे मारने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती है. इफ यू सेट दिस रूल राइट पॉजिटिवली, दिस वर्क. Then use of positive reinforcement over bribes. Usually हम कहते हैं आप रोना बंद कर दो आपको कैंडी दे देंगे. That is a bribe. That's a negative reinforcement. How a positive reinforcement work? Oh, you have done such a fabulous job. Let me give you a smiley. Oh, I can see you helping your friend in the class. Your table looks so neat and clean. Let me give you a smiley. So positive reinforcement for the positive work students are doing, and not as a bribe or a negative reinforcement. And the 3 second rule, most important for us. जब लगे कि बस हो गई, अब नहीं सहन हो रहा है, अब बच्चों को चुप होना ही पड़ेगा, डस्टर बजाने की बारी आ गई है. Take a 3 second pause. Pause, breathe, process the information, then speak. डस्टर बजाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. So it's called the 3 second rule. Pause, breathe, process, then speak. And this will help you to not have your meltdown, and you will be fine after that. So what all we have decided, what all we have discussed till now. Okay, now we also need to understand here the 4 important R's, right? So the first is the right. Every child has a right to education, right? And this right to education we cannot take away from them. Rather, it becomes our responsibility to fulfill the right for that student. And that is why we should set our rules that are justified, that are doable, and that can pass on the responsibility to the students. जैसे हम हमारी pedagogy में भी कहते हैं that we follow a gradual release of responsibility so that the students become empowered to handle things on their own. But yes, we are watching from the top. We know they should know that we are there to guide them and we are watching. But just pass on the responsibility to them and tell them, okay, you do it and you have my back. मैं हूँ आपके साथ, आप करिए. And routine. Once you set the rules of the class, it has to be a routine. A routine not only for the class but for you also. अगर आप एक रूल को एक चीज को फॉलो करेंगे तो वो आपका रूटीन बन जाएगा. और जब वो आपका रूटीन बन जाएगा फिर आप गलत कर ही नहीं सकते हो. अगर आपकी हैबिट है सुबह 4 बजे उठने की तो वो आपके लिए हैबिट बन चुकी है. दैट्स योर रूटीन. So that stays with you. Similarly, whatever you do with your class, which is the right thing to do, you reinforce the rules, you establish the rules, then make it a routine. Do it for them. Become the role model. Once you do it, they will follow. Once they follow, your task is done. They will be doing it. आप सिर्फ देखोगे, observe करो. So these are the 4 R's that you can maintain in your classroom. Okay, my favorite topic. How to make your classroom happy. One of the hit trick is storytelling. Because with storytelling, a daily ritual becomes very, very impactful. अगर हमें कोई चीज बच्चों को सिखानी है और अगर हम उसको story way में सिखाते हैं तो बच्चों के साथ रह जाती है. It builds the imagination, empathy, and vocabulary. And stories can teach them values better than any textbook. This is called a story-based approach to quieter your class, to calmer your class, because they want to listen to you. And whenever you do storytelling session, you tell them two lips will speak, and you will listen with your 2 ears, heart, and mind. Keep reinforcing them. बच्चे जरूर सुनेंगे आपकी. So here is the story that I want to read out to you. Please listen to the story. We arrive at a gate, colorful gate. A tiny voice asks, "Are you serious enough to see the world inside this gate?" We enter a hall where each step we take lights up. A thought comes to our mind: I am learning. We stared ahead in a garden. We see flowers. Different flowers sway to different tunes, each responding only to its own melody. As we wander deeper into the garden, we find a narrow, winding path lined with mirrors of all shapes and sizes. But these are no ordinary mirrors. Each one reflects not our faces, but our feelings, shimmering in colors and symbols. Some are bright yellow with laughter, other pulses gently in blue, whispering a quiet one, "It's okay to be shy." A gentle breeze guides us to the final space, a beautiful treehouse with drawings, letters, and dreams. We enter a class and we see a signboard. In this world, you are the wonder. And this is how we enter our learning classroom, where you are observing everything and stepping into the possibility of learning. So, very short story from a point of view, a small child who goes to a school for the first time. That big gate opens up, new opportunities, new toys, new colors, brighter people, new faces. So, every new thing becomes an opportunity for that child. And that opportunity to make it a lifelong learning is in our hands, that how we can give them a lifelong learning. So, with the help of the story, I want to tell you that every child is different, and so are we, so are you. So we should all embrace the difference in each other, the diversity in each other, and we should have an open heart and mind in forwarding individual learning styles as well. So this was the story that I said. Now I'm going to play a short video. Please observe the video very carefully and write down your thoughts in the chat box. Now, this video will not have any audio or music. It is just a video without audio or music. You need to observe this and then give your interpretation of the story in the chat box. I'll repeat it in Hindi. ये सिर्फ एक वीडियो है जिसमें कोई ऑडियो नहीं है, कोई म्यूजिक नहीं है. इसे आपको देखना है, समझना है, और चैट बॉक्स में आपने स्टोरी से क्या समझा वो मुझे लिख के देना है. So I start this. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing the screen here. And in the chat box, if you want to see the video again, please have a look again. But I want your story in the chat box. Okay, now I'm coming to the chat box to read what you have written. Shiv Kumar, you said that no video was there, but I think I played it twice. One fish makes a lot of change. Unity. Unity is strength. Very good. Ask her to stop making that noise. One step followed by others and pour the knowledge in them. Ekta mein bal hai. Unity. Union is strength. Wonderful. Samta Arora, ma'am, can you please unmute yourself? I would want to hear your thoughts, please.
A very good evening, all of you. A very good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
According to this, I feel that I'm sorry I'm not able to on my camera because I'm traveling somewhere.
No
So
problem.
if I on the camera, then audio is not audible.
No problem. No
So
problem.
just
All
because
right.
of that, I feel that being an educator, if in my class I have group of 20 students, I need to work on each and every child with the different teaching pedagogies. One pedagogies can't clear the concept to each and every child. This I can understand with this video, and I can relate this video with the concept that being an educator, I need to work on each and every child, their mindset, their development, their comfort, their skills, their speaking skills, and overall development. Yes, it's a difficult task, but with the help of YOLO team, we have the visual, we have the manuals, we have the activities with the different concept. We are able to achieve it, not as per the 20 outcomes, 20 ideas, but yes, with the concluding pedagogies, we are able to achieve that outcome. That I
Absolutely.
feel with this video, and this is my point of view regarding this. I hope I'm
Absolutely
clear.
right. Yes, 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 Samta ma'am, and thank you so much for sharing your point of view on this
Thank
video.
you. Thank you.
That brilliant effort, and thank you for being there. And I'm glad that someone is listening to me because you were there to answer. And there are many more who are putting their thoughts in the chat box. Why was the last one left alone, feeling unity, strength? Without our effort, we can't win the life companionship. So yes, all the thoughts that have come in the chat box is absolutely right. Now, my point here is that when we are doing something with the class, do not judge your class. Do not be judgmental. Respect everyone's point of view. Nobody is wrong. When I read all the chats, you all are right. Leadership, unity, togetherness, compassion, different type of pedagogy that Samta ma'am said. Everything works, and you all are right here. If you want my point of view from the video, I would say that one fish was the leader and everyone else followed. But while everyone was there, the things were chaotic and the color and the situation became very chaotic. All of them moved out, but that one leader stayed to clear out the mess for all of them. That is my interpretation. That a leader has to lead by example, come what may. टीम आती है टीम चली जाती है बट इफ यू आर द लीडर ऑफ योर क्लास बच्चे आएंगे बच्चे जाएंगे अगर आप सही हैं तो सब कुछ सही होगा दैट्स माय पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू माय इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ द स्टोरी बट ऑल योर थॉट्स that are there in the chat box are absolutely right and thank you for listening to me. So I'm going to move ahead. This story we have done. I'll move to the next slide, which says that once. So I talked about circle time. That how important. I talked about this, the circle of control that you can create your own rules. I shared the 4 hours. I shared the 3 second rule for you to not have your meltdown. Now, while your day progresses, आप ये सब करते हुए आ रहे हैं अपने दिन में, then comes your reflection time. Before the kids go back home, make them sit for 10 minutes. It is not harmful. I would say it has worked for me. I would always put on some meditation or chanting music in the class that makes the classroom peaceful. वो शांत अपने आप हो जाते हैं. Let them pack the bag and sit down. 5 minutes of any chanting, Om chanting, or whatever you think works for you, any meditation music, it will help the kids to calm down. Once your class is calmer, just share with them what all they have done throughout the day. That becomes your routine because you're sharing the reinforcement. Like, okay, we catered to these rules, we agreed to this type of a management in the classroom, we did this in our study, this topic was done, and this is your homework. So kids go back home and talk about it. So are you happy going back home now? Because वो बच्चे शांत हैं, सुन रहे हैं. And trust me, जितनी भी chaotic class हो, this meditation process before going home always works wonders. वो आपको सुनेंगे कि हमने पूरे दिन में क्या किया. And that's called your reflection period. You should have your morning circle time to start your day and have a reflection time at the end of the day. And then see the difference. It's going to help. So I'm just reinforcing because it is now our reflection time, what all we did. So I did say that rules matter. Pre-planning matters. Come prepared for your class. Your circle of control is in your hand. It matters. The words that you speak, it matters. We shouldn't be coming with a backlog in our mind. यो घर में ये हो गया, mother in law ने ये बोल दिया, husband wife ने ये बोल दिया, बच्चों का ये चल रहा है. Whatever personal baggage is, leave that at home. Come to school. When you're going home, leave the school baggage in school and then go home. Because what you speak, that matters. Make your classroom a student-led class because it matters. Power of storytelling, it certainly matters. integrating topics with that help of that one video, the fish video, we were able to integrate storytelling with language development, with vocabulary enhancement. The integration of topic, it brings newness in the classroom. And above all, teacher, you matter. If you have that right cup of tea and coffee in the morning and you cup with the right kind of attitude to the school, जैसे सर ने बोला कि दरवाजा खोलने से पहले मैं हमेशा स्माइल करके क्लास में घुसता हूँ. So that's how teachers, you matter because you are the most precious ones. You are not only handling the current generation, you're handling the future generation and generations after that. So what you do now is going to affect generation after generation. So teachers, you matter the most. This video is for all of you before we close our today's webinar. Please have a look.
Anu, Safa,
Present, Miss.
Arohi,
Present, Miss.
Avni, Avni,
Present, Miss.
Ira, Deepika,
Good afternoon, Miss.
the area around us, the surroundings. We should keep our area, people who live around us. So today we are going to learn the uses of adjectives. Okay, everyone open exercise 3.3. Come on quickly, girls. Avni, can you use an adjective to describe how it looks outside? Beautiful, Arohi. Go back. Come, Avni. तुम्हें विंडो के बाहर देखना बहुत अच्छा लगता है ना? क्या दिखता है बताओ?
Sky,
ओके, और?
birds,
trees,
aeroplanes.
वाह। अब तुम्हें पता है ये जो बुक्स है ना, ये भी छोटे छोटे विंडोज ही हैं। अरे सच। अच्छा, विंडोज कैसे खोलते हैं? ऐसे ना। तो जब ध्यान से देखोगी तो तुम्हें उसमें बहुत कुछ दिखाई देगा। पता है क्या क्या? नए नए देश, हजारों साल पुराने लोग, और ये जो स्काई, इसके ऊपर क्या है पता है? पूरा यूनिवर्स।
Sky के भी ऊपर.
और नहीं तो क्या। पर तुम्हें तो बस वो सेम ट्रीज और बर्ड्स देखने में मजा आता है ना? नहीं? तो आपसे हम रोज एक नया विंडो खोलना शुरू करें? चलो चिल्ड्रन, I'll see you tomorrow.
दुनिया देखे सारी, कोहरा कोई हटाए, नए रंग हमें दिखाए। चल 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 जल्दी जल्दी, एक उंगली थामी, तारों के आगे क्या है, खिड़की से झांके।
तो दिस इज सो ट्रू. अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन हमारे साथ क्लासरूम में होगी तो हम क्या बोलेंगे? खिड़की के बाहर क्या देख रहे हो? क्लास के बाहर खड़े हो जाओ जाके, पेरेंट के डायरी नोट लिख दिया. बट सी हाउ ब्यूटिफुली द टीचर ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड द एंटायर process of this particular child's learning through such a soft storytelling activity. She said कि खिड़कियां कैसे खोलती हैं, उसी तरह से आप किताब. It's all about the attitude of the teacher, of what she wants to bring to the platter in the classroom. What matters the most. अगर इस बच्चे को तब ये डांट चुकी होती तो आज इसका फ्यूचर खराब हो चुका होता. But that is why I say that we are dealing with human assets. And while we are dealing with human assets, we should always learn and tell everyone to be honest, to be tolerant, and to be disciplined. Because if we don't follow this, then we cannot preach as well. So here, just a small, I would say that a small thought that I have penned out for all of you, that you are not just a teacher. You are a magician of moments. a keeper of calm, a cultivator of confidence, and the one adult who can turn a child's bad morning into a better life. And there are no bad mornings. Every morning is a beautiful one. It all depends on how we make it even for impactful for all of us. Yes, our classrooms are noisy. Yes, there are erasers flying. Yes, there are occasional dramatic chair fall. But they all have their own dreams, giggles, and moments. And children are watching us very closely, learning more from how we handle chaos than from how we write on the board. They are observing us, they are watching us. Let's walk. And this thought is for everyone, teachers. Please stay for 2 more minutes because this is something that I want you to take as a takeaway. Let's walk away from this workshop not with a pressure to do more, but with a permission to do things differently. Do it differently. Alag karke dekhiye. To move from sit down and listen to stand up and grow. From rules first to relationships first. Build that connection. From managing classrooms to empowering your students to manage themselves on their own. You are not just a teacher, but you are a magician. So thank you, teachers, for showing up, not just today, but every day in your classrooms, in your chaos, and in the hearts of your students. So I want that one cup of tea, one cup of coffee to be the winning drink for you every single day. And now, teachers, be there so that your students can never forget you. So, with that thought in mind, teachers, I would call a closure of this workshop and I am very open to feedback and questions. We'll quickly take 5 more minutes. Any thoughts, any questions? I would want to click a nice picture with all of you. So, if you can have your videos on, we can all have a beautiful smiling faces so that we can click a nice picture. At the count of three, please. And one, two, and three. Can I have everyone on the screen? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is super awesome. Great. And let's all smile. Here we go. Fantastic. Please give me a thumbs up, a heart, a clap. Do you think that something was worth it today? Do you think that 1 hour of talking to black windows and a few videos was worth it? Would you want us to come up with such activities? Thank you, Pooja ma'am. Thank you, Vindhya ma'am. Great. Any feedback, please? Please feel free to reach out for any feedback. Akshaya has shared the feedback form. If you want, Akshay, we can have the unmute option open for all. You can please unmute yourself to share your thoughts, any questions or anything. We can just take 5 minutes to have an interaction session quickly.
Yes, ma'am, we have unmuted.
Okay. Teachers, you can unmute yourself if you need to share any feedback. Saraswati ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Kindly unmute yourself. You can do it on your own.
Ma'am, I just
Great, ma'am. Great.
I just want to tell you that whichever videos you have shown to us, please share with us as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Rashi ma'am, are you saying something? We can't hear you. Saraswati ma'am
Great,
and
ma'am.
Rashi ma'am.
Great session. We have learned a lot.
Thank you, Rashi ma'am. Saraswati ma'am.
Ma'am, I just want to tell that I just need the videos whichever you have shown during this session.
So you can ask
Yes.
your SSM to get in touch with me. Who is
Okay,
your,
okay, ma'am.
you know, who is your
Thank you
SSM?
so much. Nice session, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Please reach out to your SSM. The person can take it from me for sure.
Thank you so much. So wonderful and valuable informations. We are learning a lot today, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Thank you,
how can
Babita
I
ma'am.
get
That
this
means a lot.
video? Ma'am, how can I get this video?
Just tell your SSM to get in touch with Tuhina. We are in the same team. SSM can take the video from me and share it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hello, ma'am. This is Jagat. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please tell me.
Ma'am, I come from a very rural place, so I'd just like to ask you, how do I motivate kids to learn the other languages as well? How do you make them, how do you motivate
You
them to
come from
learn
which place?
other
I'm sorry,
languages?
I missed the first sentence.
I'm saying that I come from a very rural
Motivate
place.
other
Yeah, so kids in here, they do
rural
not understand
place.
the,
Okay.
they do not have any value for any other language. They do not understand it on the international aspect. Like, I don't know how to convince them to learn it. I'm running an English medium school in here, and it's really hard to convince them. Every time I speak English, since I'm in it, so they consider it that since you can do it, it's easy for you. I don't know how to motivate them.
Okay, so what you can do here is, I don't know whether you are actually, I mean, are you do you have the Dawn program with you or the Speak program? What program have you taken from Yoga?
Sorry?
Have you taken any program from us, Dawn or
Yeah.
Speak?
Um,
Okay, I lost your video and audio, but I would answer that. I would still answer the question. So what happens here is, as I mentioned in the webinar also, that there is a thing called positive reinforcement. So even though you are saying that
Hello?
you come from a rural, yes,
Yeah, sorry. I just got a call.
okay, no problem. So my first question was, have you taken the Speak program from us?
I've taken the ERP and YOLO education, both.
You have the ERP. Okay, so what I mean, see, of course, to encourage the language development, which is over and above Hindi or any regional language that kids are learning, we do have a program that's called the Speak program, which only caters to communication skills in English. But that's the second thing. The first thing is, if you really want to motivate your class, you will have to come up with activities which will help them incline towards the language. For example, positive reinforcement. For example, idioms. So in the circle time, do nothing but just say that if we speak this sentence in English every day, you earn 5 stars on your chartboard. Make a chart in your class only for speaking in English. A very common sentence, ma'am or sir, can I drink water? Pani pina hai, washroom jana hai. Convert that into a password for your classroom. Every time you enter and exit, you say a password, and that's in English. You do it, you earn a star for yourself. So have activities which are simple and have positive reinforcement with them to begin with. That's how you can start. And gradually, I can give you more strategies how to build upon.
That would be great. Huh?
Okay, perfect.
ये भी आज नहीं.
Yes. Any other
आज नहीं.
questions, anyone? Okay, wonderful. So I would wish everyone a very good evening. Thank you for taking time out and coming and
Excuse me,
spending
ma'am.
this one. Yes, Sonika, ma'am, please tell me.
Ma'am, every time I take this classes, that is so inspiring for us. But in last, ma'am, I am unable to fetch the link to feedback.
Okay, so what we can do is, are you on your phone?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Akshay will share the feedback form once again on the in the chat box. Please save that message in your WhatsApp. Send it to yourself on the WhatsApp. She has
And
just
I have a problem in chat, to open and chat.
okay. Then you can do one thing, Sonika ma'am. Please message your SSM on your school group that Tuhina ma'am has asked to share the feedback form only with you. The teachers who will fill up the feedback form will get the certificate. Do take my name. I'm sure the system will allow.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Thank you, ma'am.
sorry, the suggestions that you gave, I was trying to note it down. Can you please repeat it again just for once,
The
if it's
first, I
possible?
said that have small activities created for your classroom. For example, मुझे पानी पीना है. So if the child, if you say that in your circle time that okay, today's activity is that every time we have to drink water, we will say, sir or ma'am, can I please drink water? If you do that, you earn 5 stars on your chart board. So make a star chart board with every
Okay.
child's name written. And whatever they speak in English or the activity that you assign, you give stars to them. Second is that you set a password for your classroom as and when they go out. जैसे ही अंदर जाएंगे तो एक चीज बोलनी है, बाहर आएंगे तो एक चीज बोल रही है. मैम कैन आई कम इन और सर कैन आई कम इन. कोई टीचर क्लास में अंदर आया तो खड़े होके विश किया, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, वेलकम टू आवर क्लास. These are small activities. I'll just mute them. These are small activities which you can do in your class. जो पढ़ाने में नहीं आएगा लेकिन एक्टिविटी में आएगा. बच्चे जैसे ही करने लगे उनको स्टार देना शुरू करिए. उनसे उनको मोटिवेशन मिलता है कि ओ उसको इतने स्टार मिल गए, मुझे इतने स्टार मिले, अच्छा अब नेक्स्ट टाइम मैं भी ये करके देखता हूँ. तो ट्राई डूइंग
Correct.
दिस. एक बार ये एस्टैब्लिश हो जाएगा, फिर और भी ऐसी स्ट्रैटेजीज आएंगी.
Great. That is a great suggestion. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank
And
you.
all those can the in I think in that was a PPT, right? In which all those slides were there.
Yes.
So can I get them if it's possible? My
Just
coordinator is Soni Negi. Is it possible to
read.
get it through her?
Yes, just reach out to Sony and tell her to get in touch with me in office, and I'll help her to provide the PPT.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Thanks, ma'am. Can I leave
All
now?
right.
Is there anything else now?
No, just fill up the feedback form because it depends. If you don't fill up the feedback form, you will not get the certificate. That's the only thing.
Okay. Done. Thank
Okay.
you.
Ruhi Jindal, do you want to say something? Because I can. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a amazing, wonderful session. Uh, amazing, ma'am.
Thank you. That means a lot, and it motivates me to bring up such topics that that is helpful to everyone because I too come from a teaching background. I understand the challenges that we go through every day. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much, Mihir Kumar.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
God bless you, ma'am. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Ruhi, ma'am.
Thank
It's
you, ma'am.
pleasure is
Thank
all
you.
ours. Thank you.
God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Deepti Mitra, ma'am. Thank you. If you need to speak, you will have to unmute yourself, Deepti, ma'am. You can unmute yourself now. No, Deepti, ma'am, you are on mute. I can't hear you at all.
मैम
Yes, Manish Kumar, sir.
हाँ जी मैम हाउ टू डाउनलोड द सर्टिफिकेट प्रीवियस वन में नहीं हुआ था मेरा
क्या नहीं हुआ था?
पहले भी कोई मैम ऐसी ना सेमिनार अटेंड किया था उसका भी मेरा ना सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिला मेरे
सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा अगर आपका फीडबैक फॉर्म सबमिट होगा. फीडबैक फॉर्म सबमिट होने के बाद भी सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिला है, एक बार अपने एसएसएम को बोल
नहीं
दीजिए.
फीडबैक फॉर्म ही नहीं सबमिट हुआ मेरे को मतलब नहीं पता लगा कैसे करना है
अभी चैट बॉक्स में आया था, वो आपको मिल गया है?
अभी चैट बॉक्स में जस्ट आई एम गोइंग टू चेक
Yeah, in the chat box, Akshaya has shared the feedback link. Please use the link to fill it up. The moment you fill it up,
हाँ जी
within 3 to 4 working days, you will get your certificate as well.
ओके मैम ओके थैंक यू
All
मैम
right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Deepti, ma'am. Yes, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Always you are providing such a valuable and engaging training for us, and I am experienced a lot of things. Your platform is wonderful. That I learn about how to manage my class and how to teach my child and engage a more innovative way.
Great.
Thank
I'm
you
so
so much.
happy. I am
Thank
so happy to hear that, Deepti, ma'am. Thank you so much for your feedback and thank you for coming for the webinars because it motivates us as well. Thank you for this. All right.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes.
ma'am, I wanted to ask you that sometimes my students are not willing to write. So what to do, ma'am?
So if you expect, which grade are you catering to, Sashmita, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Which class are you teaching? कौन सी class को पढ़ा रही हैं?
Class 3 to 4.
Okay. Okay. Class 3 and class 4 are expected to write. If they don't want to write, then you will have to break down it further. So जैसे कि मैं usually करती थी, okay, let's have a quick energy drink. So टक 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 सब action से ही करते थे. टक 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 energy drink. Okay, let's do it. I will count till 50 and let's finish 2 sentences. So my timer would be there, timer of 50 seconds और उसमें उनको 2 sentences लिखने होते थे. जैसे चैलेंज देते हैं ना बच्चों को, उनको बड़ा मजा आता है करने में कि वो कर लिया, देखो 10 seconds left, let's do it now. Start giving challenges which motivates them. That helps.
Yes, ma'am. And one more thing, ma'am, my son is in now LKG class and now he is in 5 years old, but he is totally not interested in writing. Ma'am, what to do,
Writing
I
up
can't
5
understand.
LKG child writing interest, not interest is very, very common. Give your child some time. Don't give pencil right now. Give a tray full of suji. Give आटा गूंद के रखते हैं ना, आटा दे
Yes,
दो,
yes.
उसके बॉल्स बनाएगा, उससे अल्फाबेट्स बनाएगा। राइटिंग आ जाएगी, ग्रेड 1 तक भी आ जाती है। अब इसे फोर्स करेंगे तो इंटरेस्ट चला जाएगा बच्चे का लिखने में। उसकी जगह क्रेयॉन्स दीजिए, पेंट ब्रश दीजिए, आटा दीजिए, सूजी दीजिए, दुपट्टे ले लीजिए, दुपट्टे से नंबर्स बनाए, अल्फाबेट्स बनाए, सर्कल्स बनाए, शेप्स बनाए, ये सारी एक्टिविटीज करिए, लिखना अपने आप सीख जाएगा।
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Wishing everyone a good evening. Thank you once again for coming for the workshop, and we are going to see you very soon. Thank you. Have a good evening ahead.
Thank you.